fishing monkeys. Ooh, that don't slam loud. All right. I don't know if anybody, well, I'll just go until people show up. And I need to grab one more thing. Do have my water up here. Let me close this door too. I did want to record the rain because the rain actually sounds like white noise. White noise, pink noise. And I was very curious about it. So, hello to that one person that is watching. Hello. Don't be rude. Say hi. We're going to break down these drums, which I have the drums here. And we're going to move to the drums in a second. But for right now. And let me know too as well if I am heard. Because if I'm not being heard, then it's all pointless. You dig it? Oh my God, I need a... Where is my phone holder? Yeah, I'm trying to see how I'm going to do this. I really don't want to hold it or I'm going to be shaky. So we're breaking down the drums right now. Because I was working on practicing the drums. And before I start drum... let me move the mic over here. Maybe y'all can hear me better. Bring this down. And I could crank up some volume on my microphone. The one person that is here, if you can let me know if you actually hear me okay. Or is it too loud, need to be turned up? Or I need to face the microphone? I'm not really sure. My first time streaming off of my cellular phone. which Streamlabs has an amazing app where you can do all your streaming from one platform. I guess it's not gonna respond. Let me see. All right, and hopefully they'll respond back. But we're just gonna dive on in here. All right, so what we have here, hopefully my phone is not shaky, and I could use some more light. Sorry, I do apologize. Jeez, all right, I am back. I had to cut on the light. Obviously, as you may see, that we can see a little bit better. Okay, diving in there at close to 7 minutes. And this is what we have here. Oh, it looks way better, way better, way better. I just feel like, I don't know if I'm being heard. All right, let me cut the microphone up maybe just a little bit more. Hopefully it's not stupid loud. All right, so as I always do with 99.9% of all things that I've accomplished or tackled, I write it down. Because with writing it down, you actually can see what's being projected from mind. And as doing this, you know, I don't know what just happened there. Yeah, I need to get my one more time, guys or ladies. I have to get my charger to my phone. I swear every time, like, wanting to go live or something always like, bro, I'm gonna hold you up. But have no fear, iPhone charger is here. All right, and then we're gonna see if we can put this phone on a stand. Yeah, so going back to what I was saying, when it comes to me breaking down, getting down to the bottom of whatever I'm trying to learn or discover or compare, analyze, one must write it down in order in order to understand it. Okay, what is going on with my charger here? Okay, it's charging. It's just not showing up green, which is weird. And it seems like my camera is breathing. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. All right, that's the best I'm gonna get it for right now. All right, so going back to, I just try to talk louder than normal. All right, so going back to the drums, and this is how I break it down. And I stopped to live stream because what I came to a realization is that it's all connected. Drums, keyboard, guitar, sound, within the realm of hertz, possess the same similarities. Right here I have the drums. When I was practicing the drums, I have my hi-hat. This is going to be the hi-hat. The hi. The hi-hat. You know, you have the separation here with there. Put that there. Then you know you got the stand legs. That's the hi-hat. And you have the kick drum. That is what the K is. K equals kick drum. Alright? And then knowing this and learning how to, not even learning, but writing down your rudiments and different little patterns, you'll be able to write your own music. And yeah, so we have our kick drum here, which the kick drum is a diode, because it is a K. K also equals diode. And anybody don't know what a diode is a electronical component. And this is the symbol for it. Yeah, this is the symbol for it. You see, starting off with the same K, but it is drawn like this. And that is the electronical component symbol for diode, which is a one-way. It allows current to flow only in one direction. Only one flow direction. That's what a diode is. But that's besides the point. But it, as you see, it's starting to be all connected. So once you see K's or anything in life or words that is, I don't know why my charger want to keep going out. I'm using this weird three-legged tripod, and it's really boo-boo. Yeah, so every time you see anything in life with a K, just know that it has a one-directional path embedded within it. So with the hi-hat, we have our hi-hat hitting on all the downbeats, right? So it's going to be hitting on all the downbeats. So we have, let me grab my other colors. So we know this hit, this hit, this hit, this hit. Those are all on the downbeat. You should always count from 0. 0 is the beginning. And all the other numbers are after that, but never prior. Okay? But for you guys' sake and all who's watching, we're gonna just make it the standard as you would do it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? That's what it means. That's in and on the 4. Just in and on the 4 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what the hi-hat is doing. That's the pattern. The kick drum is going to go in between each of the hi-hat hits, which is going to total of 3 hits on the kick. Nothing more, nothing less. So we have 1, 2, 3. All right, and those are going in between the hits. And I'm going to darken in Yeah, I'm going to darken in these hits here, but these are the downs. And there are only two ways that it's only one way that you write D, which is the letter D, that we so curiously write to the side. D goes down. That's how you write D. It's showing this line, which is the plane, and this is showing which direction the current is going. And if you connect these, you have a downwardly motion there. So always remember your down goes like that. All right, back here we have our kick drums going with our hi-hat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 2. All right, so you got that. So we know that the kick drum is going to be going in between those hi-hat hits. I'm trying to. All right, let's just box these in. So that leaves us with 2 more limbs to add into the equation, and I will be using a 3 set sequences of 3 alternating hands, starting. So you have, let me get down here so you can see. So you obviously have a left and you have a right. I bet it took me a second to pause. I paused for a second. Writing stuff backward, invertedly, polarized, backwards, reversal. Gets a little complicated at times. Okay, so we have our right and left, which is your right and left, or my left and right. Okay. So starting with the left hand, we can go. Remember, we're using notes of 3. We have 1, 2, and then ending it back off with the left, and then we have starting with the right, coming to the left, and then back to the right. All right, you're starting to see the pattern. So let me do this as well, because we're gonna split these. All right, I just split those so we can see. So with the left, let me grab my sticks so I can demonstrate. Where the left side is starting and ending, and on is the hand that finishes. You kind of threw that off right there. Okay, so we just wrote that valuable note down, that whatever hand you start with is going to be the hand that you finish. And that is in timing of 3. So we're going to write that down as well. And that is time in 3s. All right. Okay, so now that we know that, so whatever hand we start is the hand we're ending with. So left, right, left, 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 right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, right. Starting, ending, 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 starting, ending. And we have right, left, right, start, ending, start, ending, start, ending, start, ending, start, ending, start, ending. And that is the 3 timing. So where am I going to place these sets of 3? So what we have analyzed here is that we have open space of 4 downs, or we have an open space. Well, it wouldn't be open because the hits are there, but we do. Let me reframe and say we can place the 3s during the down, but we'll be missing 1. So if we place 3s and 4, 1 is loose. Let's write that down. Placing 3 with 4, 1 is open. Okay? That's the note I just wrote down on the side. You can't see it, but placing 3 with 4, 1 is open. Okay? Now, we can place those 3 with our kick drum, which there will be accounted for and accompanied by the kick drum, and nothing is left. That can be an awesome thing. Now, when it comes to this, since we're down beating on your right side, the right side of the body, okay? And this one is going to come to like anatomy, or yeah, that would be the anatomy of the body. So we have our body here. So y'all can see this. Okay, we have our body, and the body is divided straight down the middle. Ending point. Okay. And we have 2 sets. We have here. This is going to be our foot, and this is going to be our hand. And likewise, as above, so below. We have our hand, and then we have our foot. Okay? And how about I just go into gonna do this. I don't know. I don't know who played drums that wide like that. But sir, bring in the hi-hat and the kick drum. But it's just for demonstration purposes. And we have our hand here. And we also have our hand here. Right? This is the body. Okay. All right, when playing the drums, cross hatching is the hardest thing to do. And what I mean by that is playing your right. This is your left. Or vice versa. And this is also the left. I'm trying to see what I want to write. We'll right there. And the right. Okay, how the body is set up is the right and the left, they are polarized opposites. So when you're trying to play down beats on the hi-hat, which is going to be made with the right leg. For me, it's the right leg because I play the drums backwards or reverse. The down beats is getting played by this guy, the right leg. And the kick drum is getting played by the left leg. So this is your kicker. Okay, that is the kicker. Ouch. And the right is the down beats. So you're kicking down with the right, and in between you're playing the left. Now, this is an okay thing to accomplish with perfection because you're playing them at different times. So your energy is getting transferred between your right leg and your left leg kind of so evenly, depending on your age in drumming. Not age as in body, but age as in experience. Okay? So this is what this is going to be doing. Let's say down. Trying to give y'all a visual look of what this is. What is going on here. Kick. Kick. And then we have a kick here. So down. We'll start from the bottom. No, we'll start from the top. So we have here. So that is what your body is going to be doing down below. And as you see, that the downwards are being, that the kick drum are the inward are positioned at when it's the up thrust. Oh my God. Trying to explain it is kind of wicked. All right, let's say we fill these in. This is where your kick drum is going. Okay? And this is where the down motion is going. So the down motion is coming from here. So if that's down motion, we're just going to come across here because it's going down. Okay. Hopefully I can get a little bit better understanding. Down motion. And there should be another one here. Let's start it there. And then that's where it's stopping, and it's going to reset. All right. So as you can start to see, it's starting to come together visually wise. That the down motions are the down, and the K's are the background of those downs. Okay. And so going back to the cross hatching, when you're playing it, dun, 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 it's kind of easy. But when you're starting it to do the threes, which is a alternating thing. So let me see how I can write that. So left. All right, we'll utilize this. So so it's gonna go here, and then from there, from the other side, I just use it behind the body for now. This one is connected to this 0, and we can fill that in. I should use a different color. Right, starting to this 1, back to this 0. So we have a motion from here to here, then here. But if we're going here, so let's do left, right, left. I brought that one up closer in just to give visual looking pleasures. Okay, so this is what your hands are doing, and vice versa in the other way around. We have here, 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 and start here. And we end up there. All right, so you're starting to see like the equalness in what your hands is experiencing versus your down and putting these in between from an alternating. This is an alternating current. That is an alternating current there. And if I was talking to an electrician, he will understand what alternating current is, because you're alternating the energy between one hand to the other and back towards the other hand. See how this stuff becomes really mind-blowing? And we haven't even really got into it. This is the basic simples of left, right, left. And we already came up with probably schematics. You know, It's the same thing as Promiscuous has on his book. I have to remember what book it was, but uh, has as all referred to electricity as the bird. We have the man, and this, if I draw a circle around it, it's just gonna bring me to, I can't remember what book it was, but it had the man with his arms stretched out at different varied angles, explaining one's energy. This can be Pisces. Yeah, that's a whole that. Woo, this is deep. Alrighty. All right, now that we know what our hands look like as we're doing it and why we need to give equal percentages of energy. So one hand on threes, one hand is going to be given more energy than the other, okay? Oh, we didn't even add, oh, we gotta add another loop in there, which is going to be this one, because left, right, left to right, 1, 2, 3. And then this, so this will be two, it will have two motions. So that'll be one motion, and then this will be one motion. This will be one motion, and then this will be one motion, okay? And I'm counting the inversion or the motion to those hits, okay? So we have a hit, and that traveling to the second hit, and then from there traveling back towards the hand of the initial hit. Okay, so you have one, second hit, third. But we only have two motions here, if that makes sense. So that's going to be a total of 4 motions over 6 notes. That is deep, because that's going to just equal 1. Okay. All right, so where we're starting, let's say we start, because the kick is a singular limb, and since this is the right, this is the left, we're going to put the left 3 notes on starting at the 1. So it'll be left, right, left. And that's how we're going to do that. Left, and then right, left. And then we have the returning. And we can start here, right, left, right. and we'll triangle these. Okay. Okay, everyone seeing that? And as you see, we're starting to see patterns here. We have Nikola Tesla, 3, 6, and added with these 3 is going to be, which is these 3. Let's just say it was these 3, and we have 9. So goes to here, added with that, and then this 6 added to that 3 gets you there. 3, 6, 9. Same thing as Nikola Tesla. It's the repetitive sequence of the numeral numbers of numerologists. I think that's what it is. I'm not sure. But this is kind of mind-blowing, though, that this sequence is reminding me of Tesla, 369. 369, and then with this 4, and this 4 is not even in here. Even if we add these numbers up, you're not going to gather that 4 because these 4s on the downs, and these are in between those 4. So you won't even see this 4. 6, 7, 8, 9. You got 9. 9 plus 9 is what? 18? Yeah, 18, which you're going to get 9. Okay, so with this as well, we also see the 4 over 3. That is a thing that we're seeing from the 2. From the 2, right and left, we're getting 4 downs, 3 in between. And that's starting with 1, ending with 4 to return. That is the sequence. So that is 4. Over 3. Okay, 4 holds 3 flats, or 4 tops, 3 bottoms. You can even say that, 3 tops or 3 bottoms. Okay. Now, if you played the keyboard or seen the keyboard, I'm pretty sure everybody has seen a keyboard without even playing it. The notes are set up exactly the same. As you see, we have 4 whites and 3 blacks. I'll turn it this way so you'll be able to see it a little bit better. Same thing as the drums with the hi-hat and the kick drum. You have the 4 whites and the 3 blacks, or the 3 notes and then the two blacks, but I inverted how they look. And if we go back to our 3s here, our 3s here, remember we wrote down 3 notes, or 3 hits, over 2 motions. And what is this up here? We have 3 and 2. I don't know if, I mean, it correlates in a way that I can't really explain it to the nits and gritty, but it is surely lining up to what's going on. Which also totals to 5, which this gonna total to 5 as well, including the hits and the motion. So when playing the keyboard or seeing the scale, it is broken up in two different like stanza, if I may. Like you have the 2 blacks and then the 3 blacks and then the 3 whites and then the 4 whites. So you have 3/4 when it comes to the white notes. Once again, that is written here. Unlike the drums, we have 3 whites here, then we have 4 whites here, and we have 3 blacks. I don't know how I'm gonna do the black. We'll do triangle. We have 3 blacks, and then we have 2 blacks. Right? And that's just like the drums. So you see, like, everything is really has its connection, whether you're playing drums, keyboard, and if I wrote out the guitar, it's still going to be the same. And it's all going to have its similarities. Alright, so if we're playing our downbeat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So what the kick is doing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So you see, or hear the note that's getting placed in between those downbeats. You're not gonna have one at the end of 4. Due to that is the reset mode, where you're going to be resetting back to the 1, so that's going to be the void, because you're ending with the 4. Okay? And if we add our other hand, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm starting here. I'm doing this pattern here. That is starting with the first initial kick drum note. So whatever you start, you remember our code. We have hand that starts is the hand that finishes. Okay. So we have, and I'm not gonna do this one yet. I'll tell you when I do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now we're gonna start with the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's do both of them at the same time. So once you come to this note, from that one, you're obviously going to start at this one and work your way back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what's even cool that these notes of this 3, the left, right, left, can also be squeezed down into the same hit as that 1. So instead of breaking each note down 3 to that 3, we're going to put 3 to that 1 of 3. So that's going back to the Nikola Tesla. So we have the right, left, right, left, right, left, and back to the right, left, right. Okay. All right, y'all see that? So we're putting 3, 3, 3. So that's 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9. With that 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Uh, 13, it'll be 9 plus this will be that, will make it 13, plus these 3 of the kick will turn it into 16. Which will give it, I guess that'll be a 16th note. That turns it into a 16th note pattern. So you just played your first 16th note of something that sounds fast, but in reality is it's not really that fast. So let's say without putting this 9 over 9, I guess it would be 9 over 4. That's 9 over 4. 9 over 4. Which turns it, if you're adding, turns it to 13. Three sets of 1. Three sets by 1. Is that how that goes? And this is what happens when you start writing stuff down. You'll start like seeing connections, like could this 13 from this 9 over 4 really mean 3s by 1? Or 3s in between 1? Or 3s after 1? I mean, it does make sense, 3 after 1. Yeah, but anyway, whoa. Let's come out of that wormhole there. And this pattern right here is going to work on your hand coordination as well as your kick drum. You know, so all this stuff is going to help you out with your independency in our reality of what we want to master. Okay, so we have here. So these are the hands and these are the feet. When you cross section your right with your left, and you're adding these there, and then you have your left and you're going to add it with your right. All right, when you're doing this, there's a threshold that is, like I say, in the middle. And when you're going from here to here, or here to there, that cross section of you crossing the threshold of body's middle, that is the separation. It becomes very weird, okay? For your left wants to stay on this left, and this right wants to stay on this right. So once you're downing, when you hit your left kick drum or high pedal with the hand, it seems unfamiliar, because in all naturality, when you come down on one, the other is going up. So the thing to practice is not you hitting one after another, you know, like that, where you go there, here, but actually here, where you're playing them at the same time. Okay? Those are the different, it's the things to work towards, because doing this is quite simple for the body, but once you start adding the difference at the same time of creating the singularity of the polarized opposites, you're down forcing which is creating that collage within that middle section. And that's more what you should work towards, of the up, instead of trying to kick down very fast on the kick drum. Let's say this is your kick, your foot is the 0, and let's say the pedal is there. And I put these, and this is in time, not as in you have two different pedals, one below the other, but time reference. When your foot is coming down onto the pedal, that downward force it's going to seem easy because that is the flow of naturality. But it is the force of resistance of pulling your foot back into its starting position. This is the resistance, and this is the energy. So basically we're going all the way back to electronics here. Downward, giving the energy, and the retracting the foot is the resistance. Okay, so practice the resistance, not throwing down the note, but actually picking your stick up after that note to come back down with the same energy power as prior to the resistance. Okay, so if I'm hitting down, the reason people can't go fast is because they're not picking their sticks up fast enough or giving resistance back up, which is going to be the same energy force that was needed to go down. So these must be equal. Okay, they must be equal. Where this is that and this is that. Where it's the same amount of energy going down must have the same energy applied going up. Can we all see that? That's how you become it's almost like if you had a drum on the top end and you're trying to hit that. And that's what will make you a solid player. Seems like I've been rambling on. And my notes look like one of a mad scientist, but it definitely makes sense once you really understand letters and the art of language, and you'll start to see the whole picture of how all things revolve around Dr. Ohm, or most people call him Dr. Hugh, or the creator. And yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed this. I'm gonna come back in a second once I transfer over my phone so you can actually hear the drums and we can play to some music and get a little groove in and start applying these. But I had to break down how I really break down the drums, and you can start. And once you start seeing what your mind is creating, then it becomes easier in the performance part of the energy deliverance. But other than that, I will see everybody in a second or in the next video. So, adios, amigos.